desire, let's talk about three different levels of consciousness. The lowest of the three levels is what we call middle class consciousness. Now, when I say middle class, I'm not talking about socioeconomics. I'm simply borrowing the labels. The mantra of the middle class is, I just want to be comfortable. Have you ever heard anyone say that? I don't want much. I just want to be comfortable. The middle class thinker has been taught to avoid risk, play it safe, fly under the radar, and hopefully live a comfortable life without too much pain. This is the average person walking down the street. Has all the talent in the world, but whose primary goal in life is to avoid pain and seek comfort. Larry Wilson, the genius behind Wilson Learning, has a great line about this. Larry says that when the middle class thinker dies and lands at the pearly gates, St. Peter says, "Congratulations, you've arrived safely at death." I tell audiences all the time that if they choose to play it safe, that's fine. They can always go for their dream in their next life. The middle class thinker lives a life of quiet desperation, and it's sad. The next level is upper class consciousness. These people are success machines. They set a goal and baby, they make it happen. But while they're fantastic at achieving success, they are lousy at attaining fulfillment. Many of them believe success and fulfillment are the same thing, which is one of the reasons so few of them are actually happy despite their success. The mantra of the upper class thinker is, I am the best. I am the best. I'm the biggest. I'm the fastest. I'm the strongest. I'm the richest. I'm the best. Huh? The ego is the downfall of the upper class thinker. These are the people in society who have climbed to the top of their field and are saying, is this all there is? The highest level of consciousness is what we call world class. Like the upper class, the world class is fantastic at achieving success, but they are also fantastic at attaining fulfillment. These are the happiest people on the planet. One of their greatest secrets is their spirit-driven consciousness. While the upper class lives in an ego-based consciousness, the world class lives in a spirit-based consciousness. This one subtle distinction in mindset makes the difference between happiness and emptiness. What I mean by spirit is that they have let go of their own self-importance and no longer need to satisfy the insatiable ego that haunts the upper class. They're operating on a higher frequency rooted in love, abundance, and gratitude. The world class is the only level of consciousness where fear does not exist. The mantra of the world class is, I am responsible. I'm the problem. I'm the solution. They take full responsibility for their lives. While the middle class is waiting for the hero on the white horse to show up and save the day, the world class thinker believes, if it is to be, it's up to me. So how do you become a world class thinker? Well, the truth is you already are, at least some of the time. Our goal is to become full-time world-class thinkers, or at least as close to full-time as we can get. The first step is to force yourself to grow up. When I say grow up, I mean emotionally. Part of growing up emotionally means coming to the realization that you only have so many days left to live your life, and the clock is always ticking. Based on this piece of objective reality, the only intelligent solution is to abandon all adolescent fears holding you back. An adolescent fear is the fear of something that can't hurt you, like the boogeyman under the bed or fear of failing in a new business because of what your friends might say. Make a decision right now to abandon fear-based language and avoid people who speak it. Your goal is to adopt a love and abundance mindset. So your homework for this week. Yeah, that's right. I said homework. I'm a mental toughness coach. You didn't think I was going to give you homework? Come on. Your homework is to begin to monitor what